Okay, just a quick video on dividing by multiples of 10, 100 and 1000. Starting with the first example, I am dividing by a multiple of 10. A multiple of 10 is just a number in the 10 times table, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, so on and so forth. They are multiples of 10. In this example, I'm dividing by 30. Now, I could divide by 30 in a winner, but what I'm actually going to do to make it a bit easier for myself is I'm going to do it in two steps. I'm going to divide by two factors of 30, i.e. two numbers that multiply together to give me 30. So to begin with, I'm just going to look at all the numbers that multiply together to give me 30. And I'm just going to pick one of these pairs and I'm going to divide by both of these numbers, and that will be the same as dividing by 30. Now, if I look at that list of numbers, the one that's probably the easiest is 3 and 10. It's very easy to divide by 10 and it's very easy to divide by 3. So that's the one that I'm going to select. And whenever you're dividing by a multiple of 10, you should always use 10 and then whatever number you would multiply by to get up to the number you're dividing by. So in this example, we're dividing by 30, so I'm going to use 10 and 3. If I was dividing by 40, I would use 10 and 4. If I was dividing by 50, I would use 10 and 5, so on and so forth. Okay, so like I said, it breaks it down into two very easy steps. Dividing by 10 to begin with, 2,400 divided by 10. Move the decimal place one place to the left or move the numbers to the right. You're going to get 240. That's us divided by 10. We've still got 3 to divide by, so we take our answer and we divide it by 3. Okay. Again, two very easy calculations and we get to the answer of 80. And you'll notice when I was dividing, I did two divisions. So when I'm dividing by a multiple of 10, 100, 1000, it's two divisions I do. Okay, sometimes people get mixed up, but it's divide by 10 and then divide by 3 in this example. Okay, the next one, dividing by 200 this time. And that's a multiple of 100. A multiple of 100 is just a number in the 100 times table. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, so on and so forth. They are multiples of 100. Any number in the 100 times table is a multiple of 100. Now, I'm not going to write out all the factor pairs of 200 because there are a lot of them. I'm just going to skip to probably the one that's the most simple, and that's 100 and 2. 2 times 100 is 200. So to divide by 200, I'm going to divide by 100, and then I'm going to divide by 2. And we can apply this rule to any multiple of 100. So if I was dividing by 300, I'd divide by 100 and then 3. If I was dividing by 400, I would divide by 100 and then 4, so on and so forth. So again, dividing by 100 to begin with. Very simple. Either move the decimal point 2 places to the left or move the numbers 2 places to the right. We're going to get 1,600 when we do that. And then again, division sum, might not need it at this stage, to divide by 2. And we're going to get our answer of 800. Okay, last but not least is an example where we're dividing by a multiple of 1000. Again, the multiples of 1000 are just the numbers in the 1000 times table. So 1000, 2000, 3000, so on and so forth. You've maybe spotted the pattern by now. The two numbers I'm going to divide by here are 1000 and 9. So whenever you're dividing by a multiple of 1000, what you want to do is divide by 1000 and then the number that you multiply 1000 by to get the number you're dividing by. So for example, if I was dividing by 2000, divide by 1000, divide by 2. 3000, divide by 1000, divide by 3, so on and so forth. Okay, so again, taking, just make sure I've got the same number of zeros. Yep, 5 zeros, and I'm dividing by 1000 to begin with. Okay, so moving the decimal point 3 places to the left, or the numbers 3 places to the right, you're going to get 3,600. And then, after we do that, dividing by 9. So we get a final answer of 400.